Governor NWANOSIKE of Rivers State has been commended for his series of achievements in the region. Watchers say the governor has successfully surmounted challenges of his office in a few years by achieving more than expected. They say after critical assessment of the projects executed and commissioned across the state, the NWANOSIKE's administration, the people have a reason to repose more confidence on the governor. Samuel NWANOSIKE, Chairman, Ikwerre Local Government Area, joins us now to speak on the developmental strides of Governor NWANOSIKE, the Electoral Act Amendment Bill, and other national issues. Good to have you on Newsday, Samuel. Now, before we start, I'd just like you to, delve on the derivation revenue for Niger Delta states and what accrues to the region in terms of proceeds from oil exploration. There's been debates over this for some time now. So what are your thoughts here, please?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, first of all, let me thank God Almighty for this opportunity to be speaking on these issues and the opportunity your platform has provided for us to make our voice known to the positions of things happening around us as a people. The question you asked is very clear. Our leaders, the 17 governors of the South have taken a position. And that is the position the people of the Niger Delta and other southern states that are bearing directly the burden of this oil and gas exploration are standing with. You heard just a while ago the governor of Ikwerre State stating clearly that the decision of the Senate has nothing to do with the people of the Niger Delta. We know we are the people that are facing the direct impact of this oil and gas exploration. I wish you come to Niger Delta to spend some few months or few days and you can feel the health hazards and the degradation of our environment. Then you can know that even the 5% our people are glamoring for, it is even very infinitesimal, but at least to start from that position. So we stand with our leaders, the southern governors, our governor with our leader. They have thought through all the positions they have declared in Asaba. They have also thought through all the positions they also declared in Lagos, and we stand with them in those positions.
Now, the Senate also approved a funding mechanism for 30% of NNPC's profits from oil and gas for frontier basins. Do you think that that percentage should have been more or less? Because based on what you said regarding the 3% and 5%, you think that should have been more. But in the case of the 30% for the NNPC's profits for frontier basins, what do you think? What's your take on that? Should it be less? Should it be more? Or do you think that's appropriate?
I know at the beginning of this statement, I told you that the position of the governors of the 17 states of the South zone of Nigeria is still the position of myself, NWANOSIKE Samuel. That is the problem of this nation. Trying to consider us as, will I say, weak citizens, or will I say less privileged Nigerians, is the problem we have in this nation. We're talking about developing those whose the running of Nigeria, paying of salary, building of infrastructure, payment of our debts, that the funds that to be used to service this is coming from. You've not finished settling our problem. You say you want to use that revenue that we're still complaining about that is not coming to our region, is not helping us develop our communities, is not helping us provide water for us. You want to use it to go and search for new mineral resources. Meanwhile, you have told the governor of Zamfara State that the gold in Zamfara he can own and work with CBN to be able to run his own economy. What double standard are we talking about as a nation? For us, we want to maintain that the position of the 17 southern governors is the position of the Nigerian of the Niger Delta people, and that's where we stand.
Very good. Before we go into Governor NWANOSIKE's achievements so far in the state, you must have seen what transpired during the week over the Electoral Act Amendment Bill. What are your impressions? Do you think progress was made in line with public expectations or self-serving for a few individuals? Of course, the Niger Delta are also major stakeholders in this. What are your impressions so far?
Well, I would say clearly that it's a shame that it was INEC that are even bringing this proposal to save the life of the common people of Nigeria, or to save the life of the Nigerian people. It was INEC that proposed the issue of card reader. It was INEC that have proposed again the issue of electronically transmitting of results from the polling units down to the INEC server. And INEC on their own have tried it in the Edo election. We saw the beautifulness and how the issue of destruction of lives and property was averted in all the crisis that was raised in the Edo election. INEC displayed it again in the Ondo election. And now, these National Assembly members, those who shocked Nigeria when their names were read out from the House, from the Senate, I was shocked to see a lady I consider the mother, to see a lady who we all as Nigerians believed that she would have joined the position of the Southern governors. The Southern governors had made it clear. It is complete transmitting of electronic results from the polling units to the NX server. That is the position that will help save the life of Nigerians, save the life of the common people. Let me give you an instance. I come from Ikwerre local government. My local government is the same local government from Chibika Amechi, the serving minister for transportation. Every election since 2015 to date, when once election time comes, Rotimi Amechi and his team wouldn't come and canvass for votes. They wouldn't come to work for the people. They have nothing to show for the people because they believe that because they belong to the federal government, they have access to the military, they have access to the police structure, that they will use the force of coercion to intimidate the people and steal the vote of the people during coalition. And that is why you saw the deaths that happened in Akokotoro local government in 2019 election. That is why you saw the intimidation and impunity. If not for an INEC electoral, INEC EO from Ikwerre local government, a woman, a Feture, who stood and said, despite your military and your intimidation, the result of Ikwerre local government will not be changed. Rotimi Amechi is used to the fact that after every 3 p.m., once it's 3 p.m. on election day, he will come with enough soldiers like led by Brigadier General Lungete, who was then serving in NDVC. He will lead soldiers to Ikwerre local government, round up the entire collation center, beat up everybody, and write results on a piece of paper, and tell people that that is the result that will stand. You see, they know what they are doing. They are trying to whittle down the proposal of INEC. They want to create loopholes so that NCC will not say, oh, we didn't give accreditation for that collation to be done through electronically. Oh, well, why would we say we should transfer results in states like Bronu when Boko Haram had destroyed all the electronic equipment? My brother, the truth of the matter is that we, the common people, are asking, for once, let's have a transparent election, an election that will reflect the voice of the Nigerian people, an election that will say those who they claim that the power belongs to have chosen Mr. A or Mr. B to be those that will manage their resources and manage their affairs and provide for them in terms of programs and principles and policies of governance. For us, we are begging the National Assembly to have a rethink because they have pushed Nigerians too far. We have seen EndSARS. EndSARS has come and gone. They think it is gone forever. It's not gone. There are a lot of shattered glasses that are waiting to cave in. We are asking, please allow results to be transferred electronically. We don't want to be running around with military personnel during an election day. We don't want to be running around with police officers during election day. We want what happened in a election to happen all over Nigerians. So that when Nigerians vote at their polling unit, they don't have any reason to run around. They just sit down and wait for the result to be announced. Please, we are begging them. We need our lives to be saved. If you say you're complaining that, there is not enough coverage in the rural areas, it is a simple electronic issue. I read electrical engineering. When once a document is uploaded in the server, when once that equipment comes to an area of network, that result is transmitted automatically. Nobody should start. We should stop deceiving ourselves in this station. We want a credible system. We want a peaceful system. Look at what they have done. Last time, before 2019 election, APC-led government through President Muhammad Buhari signed in a law saying that young people should be given opportunity to vote. They reduced age. Now, what are they trying to do? They are increasing the issue of funding to say for you to become a presidential candidate, if you don't have social amount of billion, you will not be allowed to present yourself for Nigerians if you can do the job. My brothers and my sisters, we are saying that as Nigerians, Nigeria has come to a level where we want to choose people not for the content, but we want to choose people based on the content of their character, not from where they come from, not from the color of their skin, or not from any zoning process of any kind. We want Nigerians to select the best of the best. Where we sit today, we are sitting on a keg of gunpowder. We want a nation that can be able to run itself with the clear laws and principles as enshrined in our constitution. That is the nation we want. And the only thing that can guarantee us And you can know why INEC is pushing for this. Because even the INEC staffs are not even exempted in the crisis. During when the military and the policemen that are being called to beat up people during collation, when they come, they beat up INEC workers. Even me, I was a collation agent. I was beaten up by military officers. A pregnant INEC woman was beaten up. A national INEC commissioner was beaten up and his head broken. Because why? We were at the collation center to collect results, and they wanted to hijack the result and write results to favor a candidate who has nothing to offer to the people. And the people say, we know this man. We don't want this man to hold that office. We don't want this man, based on his antecedents, to lead us.
Right.
So we are begging them. Our 70 governors in the South have said, allow electronic transmission of results.
Yes.
And we're asking all our National Assembly members, please, to save our life, join them to make sure that we have electronically transmitted results in every election, call it local government election, state election, or national election. That is the way we can have a peaceful Nigeria and an election devoid of violence.
Yes, you've been very vocal regarding your views and your points, but because of time, I would like for us to sort of delve into other matters as well. Let's quickly talk about the developmental strides of Nyesom Wike in your state, particularly Ikwerre local government as well, and also for you to touch on the what's it called now? The curfew that was imposed 2 months ago. How is that going at the moment, and what more can you tell us regarding that?
Well, let me start with the issue of the curfew. You see, the curfew was a security engineering structure that the state security architecture headed by the governor and the commissioner of police had to bring together to make sure they save the life of Rivers people. You see, that's how you know a leader who means well for the people he is governing. During COVID, he also brought out steps that helped to reduce the transmission level of COVID when we had that outbreak. Governor Nyesom Wike has shown the Rivers people that he means well for the people of Rivers State, and that our life matters so much to him. Our property matters so much to him. When we had this unfortunate incident by unknown gunmen happened by attacking our security agents who were protecting our lives and our property, Governor Nyesom Wike quickly came into action with positive program which said, look, we are going to have a curfew that will stop the free movement of this unknown gunmen until this issue is sorted out. Thank God Almighty, God has helped us. This issue has been sorted out. I also want to commend the security agents for being very active in making sure that this issue of unknown gunmen in the south and the southeast was nipped on the bud quickly. And today, life has returned back. Our people are now enjoying the peace they wish they should enjoy. They are sleeping with their two eyes closed. And today again, the government have looked at the situation and said, now this is the time to lift the curfew. And the curfew has been lifted. Our people are happy. You need to be alive when you talk about economic growth. You need to be alive when you talk about the next thing you want to achieve as a human. So we thank Governor Nyesom Wike and the security team that he's leading in Rivers State for the wonderful work they have done to keeping us safe and making sure that our life has a value. Moving to the issue of the development Governor Nyesom Wike has been doing, I can say, irrespective of that, I'm a member of the People's Democratic Party and I'm under his political tutelage. No, he has broken all known records, and it's on record to say the day we had his program where he read out all he has achieved in government, account of stewardship. It was said clearly by the former governor, who is our political leader and our political father, Governor Peter Dele, that Nyesom Wike is not just a gift to Rivers people, it's a gift to Nigeria, and is the best governor in Nigeria based on any standard you want to come and judge this statement. And it is clear, it's obvious. Look at all the 319 wards in Rivers State. Look at all the 23 local governments in Rivers State. There is no one local government as Nyesom Wike have not impacted in the life of the people. Every aspect, is it call it health, call it agriculture, is it call it education, is it infrastructural development?
All right,
of job?
Samuel NWANOSIKE, we have to go on a break, but we would like you to hold your thoughts on those issues. We will come back to you immediately after this break. You're watching Newsday. We'll be right back in a moment. Stay with us. Good to have you back on Newsday. We still have Samuel NWANOSIKE, Chairman, Ikwerre Local Government Area of Rivers State, who joins us again to give his thoughts on the state of the nation, of course, his state. It's good to have you back. Now, Rivers State recorded strict lockdown procedures at a point. What's the scenario now in terms of protocols and, of course, in your Ikwerre local government as well?
It depends on what protocol you're asking of. Is it about COVID or is it about...
Yes, we're talking about COVID-19, indeed.
A lot of measures...
Yeah, indeed, about COVID-19 procedures.
The protocol about COVID-19, the protocol about the COVID-19 is still on, and the Rivers State Ministry of Health, headed by a professor of medicine, is still managing the affairs with this COVID theme, and all Rivers people are aware that face covering is still in place in a lot of public places. And also public gathering is still on caution. As far as we are concerned, the move and all the programs and policies as provided by the River State government, headed by the Ministry of Health and other agencies who are involved in the fight against COVID, has been wonderful and has yielded great amount of results. You are aware that apart from Lagos and Abuja, one of the most populous cities is Port Harcourt. And so if you have people coming into Port Harcourt and they obey these regulations and these rules, it will help us reduce the spread of COVID. And again, our people also actually has gotten their jabs. Like for me speaking here, me and my team and all those around us who've been on the front line campaigning for people to receive their jabs to make sure they are protected against this the already existing variants and the new variants that is coming in form of third wave. We don't have any fear that all the processes and programs set out by NWANOSIKE and his team will work for us. It's working because they mean well, and he's a man that loves the people of Rivers State. He has shown it, and we are saying that this is the kind of person that should be given an opportunity to manage the affairs of Nigeria. A man that is detribalized, a man that believes that everybody is a Nigerian, irrespective of where you come from, you should be given the opportunity to work for this nation called Nigeria. And we're very grateful to God Almighty about it.
Right. So I'm still on the subject of Nyesom-Wike. Now, there's speculation that he concentrates more, because earlier on we're discussing the developmental strides that he has sort of achieved in the state. So there's speculation regarding some of the projects that take place in Rivers State that he's concentrating more in Port Harcourt than in rural areas. What can you tell us about that? What's your take regarding some of that speculation, and how do you react to that?
You know, my late father used to tell me that when a beautiful man dresses very well with a white dress and comes out, and somebody that doesn't like her will look at her and will say, oh, my friend, go and take your bath well. Because you don't have anything to tell the beautiful woman. You see, people who are saying these things are those who are shocked with the achievement of Nyesom-Wike, who never believed that he could be able to even deliver the payment of salary, not talk about doing projects. So, in fact, somebody is on tape, which I know your sister agents can get. That tape is in AIT, that said on his birthday, during when he was to hand over office, I said 27th of May 2015, he said clearly that the governor of Rivers State has coming in 2 days' time. He wants to see how Governor Nyesom-Wike will be able to get funds to pay workers' salary, not to talk about doing projects. Today, they are not complaining that, okay, let's even say, by records of what has happened and based on available documents, and I know that your correspondent has been following Governor Nyesom-Wike's commissioning of projects since last year, even before the ones he started 6 weeks ago. It is commissioning upon commissioning upon commissioning upon commissioning. All these projects are not in Port Harcourt alone. We have some projects. In fact, all the 23 local governments have one project or the other. In fact, what we're even saying, if we take critical look, virtually all the 319 wards, it will be, if not up to 90% of the 319 wards, has all physical projects from Nyesom-Wike-led administration, either completed or flagged up to be completed or close to complete. Like he has said clearly, I will not leave any of this project uncompleted for anybody to come and complete before I leave office. He repeated it yesterday. Yesterday, he did what even his detractors were shocked he could do. He was able to plead to the conscience of the legal institution in Nigeria to say, please, Port Harcourt has come of age. We have produced great legal minds. We are chunking out young undergraduates or young graduates from the legal institution. We want a law school in Port Harcourt, and the legal institutions agreed with him. And as we say, he has flagged off a project to build a brand new law school. I said in less than 8 months it will be completed. I have never seen a man that works like Nyesom-Wike, and I see it's a rare privilege. You know what people don't understand is that God at a particular time will bring a man that will change the narrative of a people and set them on the right course.
All right,
Nigerians have seen clearly that Nyesom-Wike is that man.
Okay, on that note, because of time, Samuel NWANOSIKE, Chairman, Ikwerre Local Government Area, River State, would like to thank you very much for your input on Newsday.